Welcome to Live on KEXP. My name is DJ Alex. I'm here at independent listener-powered KEXP. We broadcast live at 90.3 FM in Seattle and online 24/7 at kexp.org, as well as from our free mobile apps. KEXP is a nonprofit radio station. These unique, one-of-a-kind live performances are made possible by donations from listeners from all over the world, just like you. Today, I'm honored to welcome Hanya Rani to our live performance space.
stone for a while, and you will be silent of mine in the fire and the night.
Good day.
We will be dancing like ghosts, and the day has arrived, and time
Greetings, stranger.
silently hides what's behind. And I will be silent in the fire and the night. We will be dancing like
I am a cop. There is a place of... Yes?
Will you be dancing tonight?
Hi there, I'm Charcy, the blacksmith here. Yes?
Softly and close,
All who oppose me, beware.
dancing, dancing, us truly do. Time is a space, and space is a time. Are we saying goodbye? Every single night, dancing with gold. Every single night, dancing. Every single night, dancing, 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 dancing.
I sense death within this place. that enough to earn the rogue's trust?
You have cleansed the den of evil. You've earned my trust, and may yet restore my faith in humanity. Your reward is training in the skill of your choice. Greetings.
Hanyarani, live on KEXP, performing 4 songs. The most recent one, titled Buka, coming off the 2020 album Home, and then 3 new tracks. The most recent one, titled Cometa Part 3, then a track called Ghosts, and 2403 was the first track. Looking forward to chatting about those new tracks. But first off, welcome to the States, first time in the US, and welcome to Seattle in KEXP. Honored that you're doing this live performance here at listener-powered KEXP. I wanted to go back to your upbringing, though, growing up in the town of Gdańsk in Poland, and I'm just curious how growing up in the city and its music scene and the community there helped shape your early musical journey in becoming such a talented musician and pianist.
My city was quite important for my education, also because there was a very good music school in my town. So in Poland we have this kind of education, art education, that's quite professional from the very beginning, which is, I think, quite special for at least for Europe. And from the very beginning, once the kid passes the exams, so there are exams to pass, you have like normal subjects like maths and biology and other stuff, sports, mixed with music subjects and instrument, of course. So my parents just brought me there, and they didn't had any big plans for me with music. They just thought it's a nice part of my education to start with, like to do a primary school. But afterwards, I realized I really like piano, and I studied there. And afterwards, I decided to continue, and I was studying in Warsaw, and afterwards in Berlin. And yeah, my hometown shaped me quite a lot, because also it's a city by the sea, and there is quite interesting jazz scene. So I remember that was a very important part, especially I think it was like early high school times, that we were just going very often to jam session to listen. I was a bit too shy to join them, to be honest. I was not improvising at all back then. I started to improvise way later. So it was very inspiring, and I was quite a lot into jazz music actually.
Okay.
During my high school years, and Gdańsk, my hometown, was a very good base for it. Many good bands were starting there.
Okay. And then you did move to Warsaw and Berlin to continue your studies. I'm curious how relocating to those bigger cities with obviously bigger music scenes, more diverse music scenes, helped kind of shift or shape the music you were creating.
Yes, it's just even funny for me to realize how all these places were shaping me. So definitely Warsaw, it's all about my university. It's called Chopin Music University, so it's a lot about classical music, of course. But then I just was starting to meet also like some other musicians, especially from the pop scene. So we're collaborating. I was helping them to arrange music or just to working as a live session musician doing their recordings. And afterwards Berlin, which was probably the most important part. First of all, I discovered electronic music quite a lot, but also I met my friend from Iceland, and she was the first Icelandic person I met in my life, and very quickly, soon after, she took me to Iceland, and that's how I also met some musicians from Iceland, and I started to record them as well. So that was a very important link.
Yeah, and then the first two albums he put out, the first one titled Esja, it's named after a mountain range in Iceland, in Reykjavik. And that was my introduction to your music. A lot of folks' introduction to your music, I imagine, just a beautiful instrumental record. And then the second album came out about a year later, titled Home, kind of expanded the sound a bit. And both albums coming out on Gondwana Records, amazing Manchester, UK-based label. I'm curious how you first got introduced to Gondwana and just how that connection happened originally.
I'm a big fan of this label since many years, especially Political Party that was also our artistic director and founder. But to be honest, I sang a demo.
Okay.
So I'm one of these artists, and I was accepted very, very soon after. I think a couple of days. So if somebody's listening, it happens that demos are accepted.
Yeah, Gondwana, I appreciate both because they put out not only beautiful classical influenced music, but a lot of jazz stuff as well. And they put out a lot of amazing debut albums too. So they're wonderful. They put out some lists of new artists and introduce a lot of music fans to new artists. The first two albums, it sounded like the songs were originally recorded around the same time, well before the pandemic. You just performed 3 new songs. I'm curious how these new circumstances and how the world has changed in the last couple of years has impacted your songwriting.
Well, during the pandemic, I really started to compose a lot for film. And so I really was lucky to be busy, and also recorded one album with my friend Brava, which is a cellist, and we recorded for Deutsche Grammophon. It's a more classical German label. And so I was quite busy, maybe even too busy to really have time to realize what I want to say next with my next album. And most of the songs, the Komeda Part 3, it's a little bit of a tribute to Krzysztof Komeda, which was a great film composer, Polish film composer. He wrote many soundtracks for Polański movies, as also one of them is Rosemary's. The film is called Rosemary's Baby. So it's one of my idols. He died very when he was very young, I think 30 something. So I was invited to make like a tribute concert to him, and afterwards this kind of track, which is very much not really influenced by his music, but it was kind of a part of this project, came up. And 2 of the first songs I composed first time in my life, I decided this year to get away, to somehow to find a little shelter somewhere and to go there and totally focus on composing. And I found this place in mountains in Switzerland, and the place was a bit haunted, and that's why I composed a song called Ghost, to Fall in Love. And the first
Not
track
enough mana.
very much electronic based, just on my one synth actually. So this is like what happened to it. But basically I'm doing kind of the same, so I guess one instrument here should be here starting, so I can imagine. But everything is mostly.
Yeah, it's been a couple of years since your kind of official solo album, Home, but you've been staying very busy, as you mentioned, lots of collaborations, remixes for artists like Olafur Arnalds. Beautiful remix just came out for him. So is there any expectation of when the third album will come out, now that it's been a couple years since then?
Yeah, next year. So I'm already now in a process of putting all the sketches together and then recording. So I have a deadline actually, so
Okay.
I need to be released.
Well, we're looking forward to that. Thank you for giving us some early previews of the new album here today. And yeah, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you so much. It was a little bit of a dream, of course, for me to be here. And thank you for having me and having this session.
It's Hanyarani live on KEXP. And thank you for watching and listening to this session. These sessions can be found on our YouTube channel, so if you like this one, you can check it out by subscribing to the KEXP YouTube channel. And all these performances are made possible by donations from listeners. You can make a donation.
Thank you so much for joining us here in the KEXP studios. I'm Cheryl Waters, and I'm so excited to be down here with a band that we have loved for a very long time and always wanted to have stop by KEXP. Please help me welcome All Them Witches. So glad to have you here.
Glad to be back.
It's so great to see all of you. I'm so excited to hear some live music from you. So why don't you start us off with some music, and then we'll catch up.
All righty.
Good day.
If all is well, I cannot tell. Should I clear my throat or to let the hammer down? I'll wait and see in spite of I'm in mispossession. Mouth a little plan. Let's make some moves. I've got after begging like a dog, I'll flee the scene to somewhere clean, or be left behind in the world of demigods. A good day for me at least. I'm not grinding my teeth. I'm not lying awake. There's something warm, no dragons to slay. It's something of charm to have nothing to say. Just a small fire dark cave to side of the earthly riches. I have tried to grasp in vain. See you next fall sick of it all. Taking possession for to shake on shade. Good day for me at least. I'm not grinding my teeth. I'm not lying. There's anything to say.
I can't carry anymore. need mine.
I need you like the thousand screams. Heal the pain in hotel serene. All the love,
The Order welcomes you.
all the dreams. Shake and change. Scratch the days in the walls unkind. Then so long, I'll be fine, fine, fine. Shake and change. Oh, and counting time. I need you like I need that dream. Beat the bars in the jailhouse mean. Been so long, I've been free. Shake and change. Ladies on the promenade. Down on the disco floor. Drink, eat the bitter tea. I'm sleeping through the war. Cash in the broken hand. I can see better score. But I built a house like this, where I'm sleeping through the war. I'm married to my organ. No man's afraid of gore. I'm driving round my worries. I'm sleeping through the war. Cash in the broken hand. I can see better scores. And I built a house like this, where I'm sleeping through the war. truth. Cut my blessings from the void, so a tapestry of noise. Chase my tail to a noose. Behold my power. Nothing changes, nothing. You shake and cower. Nothing changes, nothing. Day by day, except the choice of my own way. Apathy, garner sympathy, polish shame of misery, stoke the sadness for the young. Jealousy and blatant greed, water's now the only sea, keeps the nation being undone. Behold my power, nothing changes, nothing, you shake and cower. Nothing changes, nothing. Day by day, except the choice of my own way.
Welcome, my rogue scout.
Nothing changes, nothing. Nothing changes, nothing.
Whew! All Them Witches live on KEXP. I have to catch my breath. That was so good. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much.
We're just happy to be around.
We're so happy to have you here. It's so great. Ben, Robbie, Parks, Alan, welcome back. So great to see you. A little behind the scenes thing, during sessions I bring my phone in just in case the board op or the engineer just need to send me a little message about something, and it lit up during See You Next Fall, your first song. I was in the middle of a blissed out state, and my friend sent me a picture of a puppy. And I was like, oh my God, all them witches and puppies.
I wish we had puppies here right now.
I know, but all my serotonin levels just surged listening to you and seeing pictures of puppies. But oh my gosh, it's so great to have you here. You're in Seattle in the middle of a 3-night run and playing songs from a different album every night, which sounds so fun. Lightning at the Door, Dying Surfer Meets His Maker, and Sleeping Through the War. And Ben told me right before the session that when he was 17, his parents let him go to Australia for a month to go surfing. So now I'm never going to hear that album the same.
I didn't know that.
He loved-
Just let you go for a month.
It's true. It was, this is on a surf team that I qualified for. And yeah, it was wild. It was like me and 20 other 16 and 17-year-olds in Australia with like 2 chaperones. So wow, it was fun.
That sounds like a fun time, a month in Australia.
All the
at 17.
chaperones went to jail, by the way.
I love it. Well, you, it looks like you've played a few of these multiple night shows. I saw some shows in New York and San Francisco, but how's it been going so far? We were talking earlier about how civilized it is to spend a few days in each city instead of jump in the car and drive to the next town.
It's definitely got its ups and downs. We Yeah, we don't have to haul gear every night, and you get to go home for a couple of days each week. So we did, yeah, Chicago, New York, San Francisco. We have a few more else to do, but I think we were really nervous because we had to sit there and write 40 songs just to be able to make this nights work. 2 sets every night. The response has been great. It's sold out. We're so thankful for our fans and the people that come and listen and keep us coming back to their cities.
I didn't actually think about that, which is obvious. That's a lot of songs to learn. I think when I go see your shows, those are such popular albums. So you do draw songs from those for your shows, but probably not all of them.
Yeah, and there's actually some songs that we've never played live until we started doing this. There's songs off of Dying Surfer that we just never was like, how are we going to ever do this live? But committing to this has made us work a little bit harder. So it's nice to have the challenge.
Well, the good thing about this band is you go into the studio and you make records, but I know, having seen you many times, that those songs continue to evolve as it could be a year or two later, like a 180. I don't think anyone's holding you to having it sound exactly like the record.
Right.
You've been releasing a lot of great things. You have such a dedicated fan base, and you're just constantly surprising them and giving them things. And in 2022, you released a single, each month of the year, plus a baker's dozen. And I remember going online and seeing you post 1 year, 13 tracks, all of them which presents a baker's dozen. So that's been keeping you busy. I mean, obviously, the big elephant in the room for everyone, and I'm so tired of making everyone talk about it, but was this period inactivity. And you found ways to continue to deliver something to your fans. What was that period like for you? Was it a restful time for the band, or were you?
I mean, a forced rest.
Yeah.
I think that we kind of needed it as well. I mean, the universe shows up in those kinds of ways. It was awful for a lot of people and, mediocre for some others. So, yeah, the Baker's Dozen, we actually didn't work for 2 years except for doing the live session, the live on the internet live stream thing. It's the only one we did during COVID. And, yeah, we were actually touring and stuff when we were doing the Baker's Dozen, so it's like...
Parks was doing vocal tracks, like, on the bus.
Yeah, on the bus and in the green rooms. And
it seemed like a good idea, 13 singles in a year, but it was a lot of work, a lot of deadlines,
and Robbie had to make music videos for each one, so
yeah.
It's like a music video every month, and all the art and all of everything that comes along with doing these things. It's a lot of behind the scenes.
Yeah, Robbie's your secret weapon. In some ways, he's responsible for getting the band together. He's your film and art wizard.
Can I get a close-up?
Yeah, let's get all eyes on Robbie over there. Well, I know that you talked about this a lot, but it is pretty exciting for a music fan to talk about where you recorded the Abbey Road Studios, and I was surprised to read that it's easier than one would imagine to book a session.
I had no idea that you could actually just get paid to go and record there. It is a working studio. We just thought you had to be invited or something. I don't know. I'd never even thought about going there, and then it just happened.
We actually, I remember, we got the idea in the morning of like one day in the fall or something. I ran by the guys, I was like, we're gonna do this. And then I think by that afternoon we had 10 days. As easy as that, and the staff there was awesome. We were afraid it was gonna be like Disney World, and we weren't allowed to like touch anything, but it's a super, like, it's kind of grungy. And they just cart out microphones that only exist there, like on a cart, and you can use anything you want.
Yeah, that's flying to everywhere. Doors full of microphones. Like, oh, that's the one that's talking to you. Number choose. Blah, 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 blah. And then at the same time, we keep getting this leaks from the news of everything going around. So it is. We're going to call it coronavirus. We actually just escaped out of it within days of them shutting down.
I am overburdened.
Gosh, can you imagine if you'd been stuck there for like a year, how different that year would have been for you?
Yeah, it would have been totally different.
Well, I like that image of just wheeling carts out like a dim sum. It's like, pick your pleasure. Well, Abbey Road is a far cry from a cabin in the woods, which is something you've done on more than one occasion to make a record. I mean, how did this experience feel comparatively? And also, Ben, you said you booked 10 days there. Have you ever taken 10 days to make a record before?
No? Is it a no? Yeah, well, it's usually 7.
You do it quick.
I don't. I think that the change in the space is like integral for how we do our process. I mean, it's a lot of, you have to have different stimulus throughout the year, and you do it in a different place, and you try it in a different way, and you get somebody else to engineer, you try it yourself, and so just the change is, I think it's really par for the course for who we are as a band.
There are a lot of excited fans listening right now, and actually in our KEXP viewing area, which we've recently reopened after a couple of years shut down as well. And your connection with your fans is so deep. And I know that early in your career, you not only allowed but encouraged fans to tape and share recordings of your shows. And, you know, it's different for every musician and every artist what they want to do, but every band that I've ever known who does that has like a rabid fan base, and people who come out to all their shows, follow them on tour. I know that I met people out in the gathering space today who traveled here and are, you know, going to all the shows. I mean, it seems like something that pays off, I mean, not only with the heart love, but financially as well. I mean, they're coming out and supporting you.
Yeah, I mean, there used to be a lot more tapers, but now it's, you know, people have nice quality video and stuff, and it's things that we can't tack onto our workload as well anymore. We used to tape all of our shows and release them online and stuff, and the fact that people still want to do it. And I think that goes back to how you're saying that each year is different for us, and people come to our shows because none of the songs are the same. And I think that that's something special. I'm really grateful for all of them. Thank you for continuing to come out and support us. And you know, shout out all you people from Canada that came down, and Connecticut, and Dean, and all of our friends. And yeah, thank you guys.
Also, people are coming to the shows because we have our brother Alan back.
Let's give it up for Alan Van Cleef.
Yeah,
Very,
close
very
up for Alan.
Brother Al.
It was a unanimous decision.
To just write, like, just like old times, like he never went away. That's the question, right? Well, it is so wonderful to have you here, and we're so happy you always take time to stop by KEXP. Thanks so much for this fantastic session today.
Thanks for inviting us, yeah.
And thanks all of you that listen to KEXP and watch these sessions for supporting this listener-powered public radio station. We stream live at 90.3 FM in the Seattle area at kexp.org, and also on our free mobile apps. You can check us out, learn more about us at kexp.org, and your listener support makes all of these sessions possible, so you can make a gift anytime at kexp.org. And subscribe.
You're tuned in to Live on KXP on 90.3 FM, kexp.org, and the mobile apps, and I'm Charlize. KXP is a listener-powered independent nonprofit station. These sessions are made possible with support from donors like you, and I'm very excited today to welcome the drums.
better than the new album this October entitled Johnny. This next track is called Obvious.
How obvious, obvious. Last time I saw you, oh, you were kissing me all over my body, and I knew that.
Romantic deal.
So next time I see you, I'll throw my arms around you on the street corner. 'Cause everything inside me wants to hold you. And I realize it's obvious that I need you. You're my obvious. It's not that I want to, it just comes naturally. It's consistency has opened up my heart. Maybe your love is good, you deserve to be told, you deserve to be told. So next time I see you, I'll throw my arms around you on the street corner.
I don't believe that you've defeated
'Cause
Bloody
everything
today.
inside me wants to hold you. I realize it's obvious that I need you. How obvious. So next time I see you,
It is true.
I'll throw my arms around you on the street corner. 'Cause everything inside me wants to hold you. I realize it's obvious that I need you. How obvious, obvious. Last night it hit me, and boy it hit so hard, so hard. So next time I see you, I'll throw my arms around you on the street corner. 'Cause everything inside me wants to hold you. And I realize it's obvious that I need you. How obvious. So next time I see you, I'll throw my arms around you on the street corner. 'Cause everything inside me wants to hold you. And I realize it's obvious. It's
That was Obvious from our new upcoming album entitled Johnny. And the next song is called Plastic Envelope, and there's a little extra bonus at the end. A piece called Protect Him Always.
oh no, what happened to you, darling? I know we didn't see it coming. I thought that I would die by your side. I thought that baby this was our life. You said I dreamed so I dreamt hard. As a plastic envelope taped to the wall beside my bed. Inside are words that say you love me. Just like my heart, I don't know if I could ever hold it again. 'Cause I built my world on the side. When I was just a young boy, there's a little child that lives in me. I just wanna protect him always. When I was just a young boy, there's a little child that lives in me. I just wanna protect him always. All the things that he did to me. When I was just a young boy, there's a little child that lives in me. So
And this next song is another one. John coming out October 13th. This one is called I Want It All.
I sensed a hesitation the first time that you held me. So I closed the eyes of my heart, so I didn't have to see that I was pretending. I was pretending that you loved me. Did you love me? And now I'm still hoping my own private torture will go open, will go open. And tell me, was it so hard? Tell me, was it so hard to be a little girl? Alone through my whole life. Everyone, every me hand. I want to relive you, but I need to forgive you. I need to forget you, but I don't wanna lose you. And tell me, was it so hard? Tell me, was it so hard to give a little time? why can't I forget you? Forget you. So why?
You're listening to the drums live on KEXP. I'm like freaking out. I want to cry because I'm like, how did I get in a room with the drums? I don't even know. Guess it's my job. So here, we'll go with an interview. Those songs are amazing, and this whole album is amazing. I listened to it like 3 times. I listened to it 3 times, but I'd say 3 times like, as a whole, and it like your lyrics, I fall into them and I get blissed out by them. And so this is my personal stuff. Hearing them live is incredible. So,
well, I mean, I feel very emotional right now too.
Yeah.
And seeing, I can just see it on your face.
Yeah, it's hard because it's like I've been listening to the drums ever since the EP, and I feel like at first I was like, oh my gosh, these are so poppy. You know what I mean? They got inside of me where I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is like music that makes me happy. And then as you listen to them, it's like the things that you say and what you share about yourself, it just gets so deep, and I'm like, wow, like, this person is really so much about themselves. The way that they say it is like stuff that I feel like maybe I want to say to someone in my family or a friend or something. So I appreciate that you're so vulnerable to share these things with all of us.
Saying that. Yeah, I mean, just to your point, when I sing these songs, it's very rare that I'm overburdened and I'm getting wrapped up in what is being said. I realize I'm the one that said it, but I feel like I'm able to, these days, deliver a message, but also be kind of beside myself with kind of my own hand on my own back, just kind of being there for myself, and it helps me relax into the moment, and it's just a totally different experience. And as far as like being vulnerable, it was like half organic. It's just been part of what's wanted to come out, but certainly with this new album, I kind of made a strong decision to kind of step in a space that is more so. And I think a big part of that is and I'm constantly on a search for fulfillment in my life, and I'm kind of dedicated to finding that. And I think the more honest and real I am, the closer I am to feeling fulfilled in my own life. So in a way, it's self-serving, but it's beautiful to see it also serving you.
Yeah, I guess one of the things that I think is something that I've been told before to do that I've never done, but is write a letter to myself, you know, because like you know, I get sad, I get depressed sometimes. I come down really hard on myself. I've been incredibly scared to do this interview and to even host this show today. And you wrote a letter to yourself in this album.
All right, what's up, everybody? My name is Troy Nelson in the KEXP live room and here at 90.3 KEXP, where we broadcast live in Seattle 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and we also stream all over the KEXP.org. This is a extremely exciting day, and this is the first time I think two Troys have been in the same room. And I'm with the legendary band Tree People. If you want to do this, let's do this.
There's something out when I'm inside of you. I take a can of rain, start singing to get through. Why do you act like you do? Still the same, nothing changed except the way we do. I don't know what's in my life. Say it's not your fault that you can't help me when really decided give up and quit. You can't get out if you use your head unless you do, you'll be buried in your skin. Still the same, nothing seems except the way we do. I don't know what you think that what you think? Still the same, nothing changed except the way we do. I don't know what you think, but what you think? Think of you. Think of you. Think of you.
I can't carry anymore.
Amazing. So loud. We have a huge spilled water over here. No, it's rock and roll.
Bass player Troy?
Greetings. Very good. The order welcomes you.
so easy to be swallowed up. It's so easy to get lost. It's
And wow, that is Tree People live here on KEXP. Thank you so much for taking the time to do this, and congratulations to Tree People being one of the absolute loudest bands that
You have risked your...
I have sat here, and I had to wear earplugs. First time in 17 years of doing radio. So thank you for berating me with your beautiful, loud guitars.
Our pleasure. Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
This was a lot of fun. We appreciate you.
Yeah, it's that kind of loudness that I like felt in my body. It wasn't just ears. And I haven't experienced that since, you know, Jay Mastis, the OCs. And so love it. Love it loud. Tree People. I've been excited to talk to you too because, you know, each city has such a music history. And I'm always very curious about that city's music history. And Boise has an awesome music history. And I want to go back to the beginnings, pre-Tree People. You all have been in some bands with some really funny names. And I was looking at this, and Troy, you were in a band called the United States, which stood for the USA, the United States of Apathy.
That is true.
And let's see, Doug, you were in a band called Suiciety.
I don't think I was.
No, you absolutely were because you opened for the
Oh yeah,
Descendants.
Suiciety. You're right.
Yeah,
I was.
Suiciety,
I
yeah.
forgot. Yeah. Yep. I was in Suiciety for a moment.
Okay.
For at least one show.
Yes.
And then also, Troy, you were in a band called Dunce Cap.
Yes. Yeah.
What was Dunce Cap?
Dunce Cap is an evolution from USA. So Dunce Cap, we got a guy named Ken Cole to play guitar, and he kind of had this metallic hardcore sort of thing going on. So me and Dave Wall ended up playing with him, and then Dave Wall's brother Scott. So yeah, Dunce Cap came after USA.
Okay. And a real important band in the story of Tree People is State of Confusion.
Oh,
am I correct? And one time, I think Doug was sitting in on bass, and your band played at the 5th Street House?
Yeah. Gosh, you know. That's absolutely true, yeah.
You've been reading Wayne's blog?
Yeah, exactly.
So I found out about Wayne's blog, and I wanted people to go to Wayne's blog. How do people find that? Because it does have a lot of awesome information on the history of Boise.
Yeah, it's musichistory.blogspot.com.
Yeah.
When I fled
So
the
we ended
monastery,
up,
I left behind a
opening for
Herodric malice.
State of Confusion
Yes?
at this 5th Street house, a punk rock house that doesn't exist anymore. And Wayne was playing drums, Doug was playing bass, and Pat was singing, and Scotty's playing guitar. And I came up to him, and I was like, "Why aren't you playing the fast stuff?" You know. And Wayne's like, "I couldn't play the fast stuff, so I can do it." So I got on stage and went through a few songs. And about that time, the original drummer was just not interested in doing different things, and so I got to play with State of Confusion for about 10 months. So that was pretty awesome.
Awesome. And so you're about to become Tree People and create this band. Is it true that one of the first songs that the members of what would become Tree People played was Kid Dynamite by Squirrel Bait?
That's my recollection. These guys don't seem to remember it, but
I remember playing this.
Okay, because there was a small time where the SOC and Tree People existed at the same time, and I came to State of Confusion practice, and Tree People were wrapping up, and I could hear Kid Dynamite coming through it, and I was like, oh my gosh, that was so amazing. And so I walked in, my recollection is I asked them to play it again, and they played it again. So
yeah, I actually haven't listened to Squirrel Bait, but I remember hearing like members of Nirvana reference them, and I don't know Squirrel Bait. I'm curious.
Oh, you should listen.
Yeah, they're from Louisville, Kentucky, and so they kind of got slagged in Spin Magazine for being like Husker Du ripoffs or something like that, but honestly, I thought they were a pretty great band themselves.
Mm-hmm. And you have a knack for covers. Tree People have covered Carly Simon's "Clouds in My Coffee," but you called it "Flies in My Coffee."
Correct.
Yeah. Was there any meaning behind that, or it was just funny?
Actually, yeah. So
It's funny.
So this is my memory. Of course, we're gonna have dueling memories here, but is that we always used to joke with Doug because his lyrics would sometimes be kind of ambiguous and not obviously about somebody, and so we would say, "Doug, is this song about me?" And sometimes he would say it was just to mess with us or just piss us off or whatever, and that just kind of became a running joke. And my recollection is that's why we chose that cover song. You probably think this song is about you.
Doug, I once read that you had said that you wouldn't be doing anything if it wasn't for this band. treat people. And you also went on to say that while you were treating people back in the day, you felt a bit useless because you didn't drive and you were so young, you had the least amount of money than anyone in the band. It sounds like this band was such a, like, for all of you, just such an early learning lesson about just being in a band and doing it, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was the youngest, the laziest. Yeah, these guys kind of took me under their wings on this whole rock and roll adventure.
Mm-hmm. And I just love it. You formed in 1988, friends playing music together. Here we are in 2020.
Maybe we should hit the city and so we moved up in and just practice it like 3 or 4 times a week. And that was just our focus, was to put out records and see what we could do. And so we worked really hard in the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
It was really cool to be in Seattle because so much was happening.
Yeah. Yeah, you were just right here in the whole everything.
And it's really cool because back then you could live on we all worked minimum wage, you know, and we could pay rent. And it's just kind of sad now because it's pretty impossible to do that. You know, just pack up and land somewhere and start working and practicing. And so it was a really exciting time.
Yeah, the economic landscape is not very artist-friendly right now.
Much more back then, though. And also in the music scene, the music we were playing really wasn't what was kind of big in the scene at the time. We had played this show in Bremerton to all these
Welcome to Live on KEXP. Thanks so much for joining us, and thanks so much for supporting KEXP. My name is Chili, and I am very happy to be in our performance space with the of Chili. Welcome to Seattle. Very well. I've seen you down in the country. It's great to see you here in my hometown of Seattle.
Yes, it's really exciting. I never thought you were in our hometown, and now we get to be here, so we're really excited to see you.
Me too. You want to play some music?
Sure.
Let's do it. This is Chile. And a head. Live on
Corazones cada vez
Sounded amazing. Live on KEXP, visiting us TNG.
This next song is called Cinta Blanca, like ribbon.
Esta canción se llama Cinta Blanca y parte Pepe. Estos sonidos que salen de mí, los guardé tanto que en cámara lenta me acaban de romper de una vez. No soy objetiva en decir que la vendo, pero tal vez ya no quiero cantar ese trozo mayor. ¡Qué impresionante! No reconozco nada de aquí. Plomadas ni a paz, sin ese sacrificio de Jesús del sol. La miel se arrancas mi vida solo por saber complacer. Cuán profundas serán las fiestas y lo que parece querer. Solo en tu mundo, parezco tonta, a veces en el mío.
Sounding amazing. That was incredible. Thanks for bringing the energy today. That was awesome. It's so great to have you from Seattle. Got to see you live down there. It's nice to have you here in the KEXP studios. Dream of mine to have as many Chilean